Ngare is located in Niger, 90 kilometers away from its capital, Niamey, and in the southwestern region of Boboy. It hosts the second edition of the Hottungo Festival. The Hottungo is an event whose regularity highlights its importance for women and men in the Sahel. For centuries, farmers and herders, nomadic and sedentary people, young and old individuals have met every year and are used to this get-together. This appointment is grounded on the pleasure they have to celebrate shared values. It confirms the convening power of lasting institutions, fostering stability and prosperity in the region that must be supported.
C'est une célébration des éleveurs Peul.
That marks the end of the transhumance of Fulani headsmen. After 4 to 6 months spent with the herds, their return prompts relatives and residents of their localities to organize public celebrations.
In the past, the Hottungo used to last a week and ended with a livestock parade. The breeder whose herd had the most beautiful and fattest animals was rewarded. Birni was created by Ali Ana, an Islamic scholar from Dari Fituga in Masina, which is located in today's Mali. He added to the name of the place Garure, which means hill.
The Hottungo celebrates life, that of the livestock, an important source of prosperity and prestige. It is also a cultural event where local people showcase their way of life in its most beautiful aspects. This includes mobile biodegradable huts artistically decorated by the very women carrying the utensils of pastoral life on their heads, as well as girls and boys walking elegantly dressed across the great plain of the event.
Women play a very important role in pastoralism, which includes feeding the animal, selling milk, and providing food for the shepherds. A single woman can feed up to 10 herders.
Ƙara mu gaba wato tsakanin manoma da macaya wato komi na in an kai hakan ga wato muna gane juna tsakankanin wasu waɗanda kai tawa kawo sun ga daga nan sai su ga abin da akai na kiyo wanda ya ba da wato shawa kuma wato gwamnati shi ko shi gani wato shi ma abin shi mai daɗi wato shi ƙara wato tallafa ma macaya don a ji daɗi wato kowa ji daɗi kuma don a bi zaman lahiya don zaman lahiya ya hi komi duniya. Duk abin da kaga ana yi nan wato zama lahiya ya hishi to shine mun kaza kana nan ga.
The Hottungo is also a moment when farmers and pastoralists take the time to strengthen their unity. Conflicts are mentioned and solved because they harm social cohesion. For several days, celebrations and caution go hand in hand because all of them know that stability and prosperity deserve everyone's attention.
hay gomni bambata no bori se bori ke cere bay iga haggo cerra halde bori bay cere iga suru cere.
Farmers' organizations have made an important contribution through information and prevention. There are less conflicts. Some incidents persist, sometimes deadly, which are the results of misunderstandings or disagreements, and sometimes minor ones. However, their number is decreasing.
Farmers and herders must live together. Their livelihoods are interconnected as a consequence. Overall, their relationships are good. When disputes arise, they result from the entry of livestock into the fields. Sometimes farmers capture animals approaching their fields. Herders must pay 5 million CFA franc or 7,600 euro or a huge ransom to recover them. However, farmers should be advised not to cultivate near ponds or rivers. Animal paths should also be wider. In addition, excessive cutting of the vegetation should be avoided as some shrubs feed the livestock during the dry season. Finally, pastoral wells should be drilled far from the villages so that herds can drink in the bush.
The law establishes the principle of compensation, in which the amount depends on the value of the damage caused. In case of disagreement, the farmers' organization writes a report and sends it to the local administrator. If he fails to reconcile the parties, the dispute is referred to the judge, who makes the final decision.
ay makani zamai di kan aninya ko sintrai manandi ir wonna mai mo ir wonna mai gogo bagumara donc wadin no yega kanai sega bori zam ir siba ir na mai madara ir wo artisai wadin no kan ay di kan bankare kan yi dan dimi vraiment ay makani le Hottungo fait partie de nos
The Hottungo is part of our identity. We can therefore take advantage of it to consolidate the cohesion between farmers and herders. Culture can contribute to national unity and defeat extremism. Therefore, long live culture, long live the Hottungo. The Hottungo can allow us to move forward together. Africa is an entity. As artists, our role is to promote African culture. The Hottungo offers us the opportunity to meet and promote peace and social cohesion.
According to their mandate, some regional institutions have recognized the potential of this Sahelian meeting between farmers and herders.
G5 Sahel's purpose is to support its 5 member states and their citizens in their actions for prosperity and stability. This is why, following the invitation of the government of Niger, a delegation took part in the 2nd edition of the Hottungo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the theme of this edition is education, training, and jobs for security and development. It corresponds perfectly to the vision of the rural world featured in the Renaissance program of the President of Niger, Mamadou Issoufou.
Which had the dual objective of security and development. This event offers a significant potential for social cohesion and inclusive growth.
Peace, peace, peace. Tonight here, there is no Nigerian, there is no Jerma, there is no Hausa, there is no Fulani, there is no Burkinabe, no Malian, no Ivorian, no Senegalese. We are all Africans.
G5 Sahel is convinced that well-managed pastoralism can contribute to peace and social cohesion between all communities. As a consequence, in collaboration with the FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, the WFP, World Food Program, the UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, and the United Nations Volunteers, it has designed a project to support the development of a resilient pastoralism in the Sahel.
We have reached our objective. The representatives of G5 Sahel took part in the event, and everyone felt the excitement during the debates. It was the same for the International Committee of the Red Cross. The priority was to focus on education within the pastoral community in order for the public authorities to have reliable statistics and to adapt their education offer, especially vocational education, to the needs of the pastoralists and the concerned citizens' lifestyles. This was our goal, and it has been achieved.
It has not been an easy job. The success of this event is the culmination of an important preventative work by a local NGO, Kawatal Wafaki. We are only the facilitators of an event that belongs above all to the driving forces of the agro-pastoral world. Beyond the beauty of the festival, the Hottungo is the place where economic issues of great importance are discussed. The herders' first request concerned transhumance.
From Mauritania to Chad, the Sahel has a significant pastoral potential. Its herds produce fertilizer, leather, meat, and milk for rural and urban consumers in many West and Central African countries.
Au-delà donc de la beauté de la fête,
they wanted Benin to end the borders closure the day after the meeting. The government of Niger contacted the government of Benin and an agreement was reached. This played a key role in Hottungo's success.
In order for the agripastoral economy to be a vector of shared prosperity within and across borders, its stakeholders need solid mechanisms to consult, train, organize, and meet the challenges of our time.
At the end of this event, we have achieved our goal.
This is the way forward for a shared prosperity, acting together, beyond borders, to transform our agro-pastoral potential into shared prosperity.